cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in too. It's time again to cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in too. It's the number one podcast. The topics of discussion when we broadcast. So all them artificial man jokes, we do it natural from the concrete to a public standpoint. Real, wherever you from, life is coexistence, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. Wherever you from, life is coexistence, but to know the real, you just gotta listen.
What up, everybody, and welcome to the 52 Scott Podcast. This is For Women Wednesday. I'm your host, Freddie G, joined by my co-host, K Money, Slash, and Comedian 96. Collectively, we are the Mind of Men. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at 52 Scott Podcast, on Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast, and for all my YouTubers, don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, and welcome to another For Women Wednesdays. Fellas, today's show, I'm sure we're going to have a lot of opinions from our male listeners in regards to this topic today. And so today's topic is from hoe to housewife. So before we dive in, I want to go around the panel here to get your definition of what a whore is. Starting with you, Slash.
So a person, female or male, that has sex with a lot of different people.
Okay. K-Money.
I'm going to piggyback off of Slash. I agree with the exact same definition.
Okay. Comedian 96, what is your definition of a whore?
I'm picking back off of both Slash and K Money, but they doing it for a beneficial reason, a monetary or any type of reason.
Okay. So with that being said, let me read the definition of a whore. A person who engage in sex acts for money. Mm-hmm. So that is a whore. Right. So with that being said, let me ask you guys this. What do you guys think a whoremonger is?
Somebody who has sex for no money. Is that what that is?
Okay. What about you, K-Money?
I've never heard that terminology, man. I honestly don't know.
Okay. Comedian 96?
Now, I've heard the terminology, but I'm not quite sure. I would think it's a male or female that just has sex with anybody, anywhere, money or no money, doesn't matter.
Okay. So, K-Money, you said you never quite heard the terminology. So let me tell you what the terminology where I originally heard it from is in the Bible, actually, whoremongler, or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's
so
right.
So a whoremonger is a man who habitually consorts with or pays for the services of a prostitute, and a prostitute is a whore. Mm-hmm. So that's what a whoremonger is. So now, with that being said, now that we know the definition of a whore and a whoremonger, let me ask you guys, can you turn a whore into a housewife? Starting with you, Slash.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, what about you, K-Money?
Yes, sir. I think so.
And you, Comedian 96?
Man, that's hard, but I gotta lean towards a no because it just depends on her mental. I gotta lean to a no though because it's a lot that goes with that.
Okay. Now, I'm actually in agreement with K-Money. I think you can turn a whore into a housewife. So that means that we're split here. Right. We got two individuals that think you can turn a whore into a housewife, and you got two that don't think you can turn a whore into a housewife. So I want you guys to elaborate, Slash or Comedian 96 or both. Tell me why you can't turn a whore into a housewife.
Well, because mentally, that's what they want to do. It's a mental thing that they want to do, have sex with people, that's a whore. But I understand it's for the money too. But then again, if it is for the money, there is a way that you can turn a hoe into a housewife. The only way you can do that is you have to take her away from what she doing and have more money than the way she was getting it, the way she was, having sex, the amount of money she was making. You take her in, and now you giving her more money than that.
Okay.
Yeah, you can make her a housewife.
Okay, so it sounds like your position changed a
Yes.
little. So wait a minute. Now I see Comedian 96 over there about to blow a gasket.
You itching like you got fleas.
So you changed your position a little bit. So 3 of us are saying that you can turn a hoe into a housewife. Now, Comedian 96, your thoughts. Can you turn a hoe into a housewife? Why not? Tell me why.
All right, so if you listen to when I answered earlier, I said it depends on her mental, right? So what I mean by that, you have women that they're in it for the money, right? They being a whore, they doing it for whores reasons, getting it for the money. But you have those. So say you got plethora of money, you got endless amount of money. Then you have those women that just that require attention, not attention just from you, but attention from other men, which will also make her whores. She might get to the point where she just. I went to a lot of back in the day when in my younger days where a lot of women you would ask why they doing this. Some would say because they were going to school dancing. What I mean, dancing at the clubs when I used to go back. Some would say they were doing it because they were going back to school. But the most common answer I've heard, they do it for the attention. So you can have millions and millions of dollars, but if she's tired of your attention and she wants attention from another man, that's just her whore's ways.
So
it's going to be hard to break that. That's why I say it depends on her mental.
What you just described, though, you described a dancer, like a stripper. Mm-hmm. You didn't describe a person who's a prostitute.
Right.
Oh, what I'm saying is if she's a whore that likes different dinglings. I was trying to say it in a different, in a respectful way. She likes different dinglings, and she'll try no matter how much. But if she just like different dinglings from different dudes, there's nothing you can do about a girl. They're just like different dinglings.
Okay, so based upon you saying the different dinglings, that doesn't sound like money was involved. So that brings me to this.
Right.
Does the number of partners, sexual partners you have, can that make you a whore? Because you're saying different dinglings.
Yeah.
So that tells me that there are females out here that like to sleep with multiple guys because they just love sex, but they're not on the corner or in a brothel somewhere selling their bodies for money. Mm-hmm. So does having multiple partners, does that make you a whore?
Yes, because there's a different spelling of the word whore. The WHORE, which we're talking about, is the ones for the finance. The hoe, the HO or the HOE, are the ones that's just doing it, whether it's male or females, just for the nut, just to get off, just with different people at any time, in the car, in the sink, doesn't matter. I don't know why I said sink. I don't know.
K-Money / do y'all agree with that?
Yeah, somewhat. I agree with that because especially it depends on if you was in a relationship or not with this person first off, because each individual that's doing their thing, if you're not in a relationship, how can you consider that person a whore? It would be on the individual at that point. So, no.
I don't think by definition it does. But
You talking about my definition of HOE and HO and whore and all that?
Nah,
it's a singular. It's a past participle.
My bad, fellas. No, I was going off script. If a man sleeps with a lot of females, he's more or less he's more or less considered a womanizer.
Yeah.
And a female would be considered a manizer or a nymphomaniac.
Right.
So,
but I don't think that makes them a whore.
So that means what I'm trying to tell you. So if you take a male and a female, say you give them 5 partners, right? A male will be considered a player, to whereas a female,
Yeah.
she fucking different 5 years. She's a whore.
Often.
So although they're both whorish things, they're both doing, but it's that double standard thing.
Okay. So Comedian 96.
Yeah.
I heard you say something that was really, really important.
Mm-hmm.
I heard you use the number 5.
Right.
And you said that you use the number 5 in regards to the number of partners. So let me ask you, starting with you, Slash, is there a number that a person, a number of partners, and this doesn't have anything to do with money now, the number of partners a person can sleep with before they become a whore? So meaning that if using the number that Comedian 96 used, which is number 5, to me that sounds like, okay, you're at number 4.
Yeah.
You're not a whore. But as soon as you get to 5, you are a certified whore.
Yeah. Like what number?
Yeah,
Before you a hoe?
So what number is that for you, Slash? If there's a number.
Personally, I think I'll say this again. I think it's up to the individual, and it depends on what you feel makes you a whore or what a whore is too,
Okay. Comedian 96.
Okay. All right. This is the law of average rules, and this I'm sorry, this is worldwide. I feel like for a man, no, let's start with the woman because ladies first. For the woman, she can't go over 4 because she'll be a whore, and for a man, he can't go over 700. That's. Okay. I don't make these rules up.
So for the woman, you slept with 5 motherfuckers. You a hoe.
You a hoe.
And for the dudes, you got 701 body count. Oh,
man,
you a hoe.
Out of here, bro. Going on with 700, man.
K Money. What do you think, man?
I don't have a number, but according to Comedian 96, the older you get, you eventually become a hoe because your body count is going to increase. With most people, your body count I would think would increase because I would think you would end up having more sex, as years progress.
Of course.
So eventually you go end up being a hoe. So that means we all go die hoes.
Well, we probably was hoes around 16 if that's the case.
I'm kind of leaning with Slash because I think it actually depends on your perception.
Yeah, of what it is.
What a hoe is, know. And here's the thing. Now, don't get it twisted. There are a lot of women out here that don't know that they're hoes.
Oh,
yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
And there's a lot of women out here that won't accept the fact that they are a hoe.
That is also true.
Or
When you say they don't know that they're hoes, are you saying they don't know that they're HOE or
HOE.
Okay.
Yeah, HOE. Now here's what's not fair. Here's what's not fair.
Right.
To women. What's not fair is if we see them out, and I'm saying we, not per se that anybody on this panel, well, maybe one person may feel like this. Comedian 96.
Come on with it.
Nah. But not per se this person on the panel, but we as men as a whole in general, sometimes we may classify a woman as a whole based upon what she's wearing.
Yeah.
And that's not fair. That's not fair to women if they got on something
provocative.
skimpy, provocative, skimpy, tight, and we look at that old hole over there.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Right.
That's not fair.
But at the same time, what are you doing in your provocativeness?
She just wore this outfit to the club because she thought it looks nice on her.
There's an old saying. I may be saying this wrong. You need to present how you want to be presented, right? So if you're wearing whore stuff, or you're at the club with me and you're dancing with me like a whore, I'm gonna automatically assume that you are a whore because you were doing whorish things towards me. You can have an MBA and I don't know, psychology. I don't know.
Notice I said what she is wearing.
Right.
I didn't say what she's doing to you
That's
or
what I'm
dancing
saying.
with you.
In her provocative stuff that she's wearing, if she, okay, we're out, just say we out at a nacho bar or something, and she got on provocative. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with you having nothing provocative. You get on the table, start twerking.
See, stop right there.
Okay.
Stop right there.
Okay.
Stop right there.
Okay.
You just said, my question was what a female is wearing, and I don't think that that's fair that men can classify them as whores based upon what they're wearing. You just said if she got on something provocative, that's okay.
That's cool.
Then you were about to go into, but if she is doing X, Y, and Z, we're not talking about what she's doing. We're talking about what she's wearing.
Yeah, she backing her ass up with that. With some.
No.
Come on, man.
No,
and
we're
she
not
wearing
saying,
something like that.
No.
And we in the
So it would be
taco
different if
bar
she
or whatever.
had a skirt on that wasn't as provocative.
It doesn't. Okay.
So what if
she can have on some jeans?
Yeah.
But if we're in an area where she not supposed to be twerking or doing whatever the hell she is doing, then I'm gonna call her a hoe for doing hoish things.
So what if she okay. If she have on some booty Daisy Duke shorts
Okay.
and it's 100 degrees outside, she have on some Daisy Duke shorts and a halter top, and she is going into the store.
Okay. HEB something. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anywhere.
No, she's going to the corner store to buy some chips.
Okay.
Sometimes we as men can look at females based upon what they have on and say she's looking like a whore or she's dressed like a whore. I don't think that that's fair to women for men to say that. So my question was, is it fair for men to say that based upon what a female is wearing to throw her in the whore category?
No, not initially. Depends on what she start doing. And
We're not talking about what
getting
she's
into her-
doing. It's about what she's wearing.
Damn, not what she's wearing. No, you can't.
Okay.
You can't.
Okay.
You just can't. Not
Okay.
what she's wearing.
Okay, so with that being said, what do you guys say about the celebrities that actually have multiple partners?
Nah, that's funny.
I mean, they're not excluded. I mean, just because they're celebrities and in the limelight,
Right.
they still fall within that category if they act, a certain way by definition. Then yeah, they hoes too.
I've always wanted to ask. I'm like, how do like the Amber Roses and the Lori Harveys? They hop from celebrity to celebrity. They hoes to me. I don't understand why the dudes still be. If I'm a tap and that's all I want, nobody ain't gonna know that I did it. Especially if I know she done been with this celebrity, right? Every time Laura Harvey goes out with somebody, it's already broadcast. I'll be damned. I know you done been with all these other stars. I'll be like, look, you can come over here, we can do this, but I'm not going nowhere with you. You done been with everybody. So I don't, they not excluded. But for some reason they're not. It's so cute, they're together.
So
She was just with another dude.
I'm curious. Has anybody at this table, and you can go back to the very first time you had sex, has anybody at this table ever taken a female's virginity? Starting with you, Slash.
Yes.
UK Money.
I don't think I have.
What about you, Comedian 96?
Yes, a couple times.
Okay, and I would say yes for myself. Now, with that being said, I heard you say Comedian 96 a couple of times, so that tells me 2. I heard you say Slash, yes, I'm assuming 1. And I can say 1 for myself. And K Money, you say you don't think you have.
Correct.
Okay, so the females who we've been with moving forward, based upon Comedian 96's over if you slept with over 4 guys, you're a whore.
Yeah.
Is it safe to say that we all slept with whores based upon Comedian 96? Because all of the women,
But they always say they slept with 2.
That's what I was saying earlier.
They
The
always
older
say
we
2.
get, I'm sure that if we've slept with some older women, hell, they done slept with way more than 5 men.
Yeah. And they don't never count those ones on vacation over there in the Bahamas. They don't count them. They don't think that's
so Comedian 96.
I don't count them either.
So Comedian 96.
Yeah.
You think that you've slept with whores?
More than likely, 100%. I know I probably have. Yeah.
Okay.
By your definition, you have.
Yeah. I just said 100%. I didn't.
Now with Laura Harvey and those celebrities, you would tap, but you wouldn't want to be seen with them. Have you been seen with the whores you were sleeping with?
But see, you got to understand, these millions get to see this whore.
They
right?
in that limelight.
I don't
That
mind
make no
a local whore. These is global whores. I don't want a global whore. I want a regular local whore.
Well, damn. Okay. A local whore.
Well, man, look, man. Well, with that being said, man, whether you are a WHORE, a HOE, or a HO, it looks like we all some hoes. This includes another dope episode. Tune in tomorrow for Think Thursday. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at 52 Scott Podcast, on Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast. And for all my YouTubers, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Remember, the only way we grow is if you let them know.